oil prices surprisingly fell this morning despite Iran's reprisal attack on Israel over the weekend. But escalating geopolitical tensions are still threatening to push those oil prices up, with Brent crude now trading at a high average of around $90 per barrel, a surge which could drive up fuel and energy costs around the world once again. Well, joining me now in the studio is Liam Halligan, GBNews' economics and business editor with On the Money. Liam, always an absolute joy to have you here. You talk about this with huge authority. You always get it right. And the fact of the matter is, when these things kick off in lands that seem far away, inevitably, the impact is felt in British purses and pockets. Tell us why this time.
Well, let's be completely clear, Martin. The oil price has been cranking up quite a lot for quite a few months now, way before this attack on Israel by Iran, an unprecedented attack directly by Israel, by Iran on Israel, not by proxies, not by Houthi rebels, not by Hezbollah in Lebanon, but directly from Iran. So we are in new territory. And what really happened over the weekend is I've literally just been on the phone with somebody in Iran, a very highly regarded journalist in Iran. The regime is testing us out. The fact that they're attacking Israel, yet they did give some warning to limit the human collateral damage, though of course any damage on humankind is reprehensible. The oil price has come, it hasn't actually gone to the moon today because I think international decision makers can see, okay, this probably isn't going to escalate. Airlines are reinstating flights in Israeli airspace either today or tomorrow. No one's downplaying for a single second how important this is. I just called it unprecedented because it is. But the markets are understanding way before the media, as they always do. They're always ahead of the media. People betting real money with genuine insight and knowledge, and if they get it wrong, they get the sack. So it's a hard old world in financial markets in that sense. And they're thinking, actually, this probably isn't going to escalate, and that's why the oil price has behaved the way it was. But let's just have a quick look at a graphic here, because I can see you reaching for the graphic. With your eyes, you're saying to me, Liam, where's the graphic?
I crave them, Liam, I crave them.
And there it is, oil turmoil. There you go. The headline writers earning the money there. So let's be clear, Martin, the oil price was at $91 a barrel as we went into this weekend. I wrote a column in the Sunday Telegraph yesterday, a column which I actually wrote on Friday before this attack, saying, crikey, oil's $91 a barrel. That's up 25% since mid-January. That's a 25% surge. In mid-January, the oil price was $73 a barrel. So imagine a 25% increase in the main, most important fuel in the world. Is it no wonder that petrol and diesel prices have been creeping up in the last few weeks? These high oil prices, they push up inflation, of course. We just had an inflation number out of America at the back end of last week. It went up from 3.2 to 3.5%. That means the Federal Reserve, US Central Bank, probably won't cut interest rates in the next month or two, which makes it, as I show in the graphic, harder for the Bank of England to cut interest rates anytime soon. Now, if the Bank of England cuts interest rates or raises interest rates or whatever it does, that's not going to impact Iranian-Israeli relations or global oil markets. Of course it's not. But it's just really difficult, sort of, in terms of credibility, for the central bank to be lowering interest rates when the oil price is going up, pushing headline inflation up rather than inflation coming down. Now, when the inflation number comes out on Wednesday for March, it will probably be, quite low. It may even start with a 1. It might be 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, or it might be 2.5. It will certainly be a lot closer to the Bank of England's 2% target than it currently is, right? So that means that the Bank of England should then be able to lower interest rates very, very soon. But it can't if the oil price is high. And that's the danger here for everyone in the UK, anyone with a mortgage, anyone with any kind of debt, anyone with savings who maybe wants to see interest rates stay high. What's happening between Iran and Israel, even though, without downplaying it for one moment, there does seem to be a sense that escalation's probably being contained, and that's demonstrated in the oil price. This still has the potential, if it does really deteriorate and there is an escalation, you're talking $100 oil, $120 oil, the sky's the limit if this escalates. But the signs are for now, fingers and toes crossed, that it isn't going to escalate. And that's not me saying that. That's people in global oil markets who follow this stuff very, very closely, 24 hours a day.